Yo,
Yo, what's good, G?
what's good, bros? How you feeling? How you feeling?
Hey man, y'all excuse me tonight. That that Future just dropped on Friday, so
Oh my
I'm on
gosh,
my
man.
dirty Sprite shit, and I'm feeling incredible. I'm feeling sensational. I got my double cup and everything. What's going on? Good evening, world. Y'all don't mind me. Y'all come on in. We got the game on. Y'all come in, chill. We coming at y'all with another episode
Yeah,
of the Contrarian Sports Channel.
yeah.
Come to y'all live on a Monday. I got my host Black Sheep G. G, how the weather down in Houston? What the lick read, man?
Hey, man, I'm feeling black, man. We down here. We in Houston.
Oh,
We
he
we
black.
feeling good. Today was almost about 80 degrees, man. It felt good this year, this week so far. Man, I like it, man. Ain't nothing better than being in that Houston, man. I'm liking it. I don't know if I'll be back, bro. I'm sorry. I mean, I might have to retire to 804. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I mean, it's
Hey,
lovely here, man. It's
I
lovely.
I wouldn't blame you. The one time I came there, I could see myself living there and never come back to 804 either. Visit family and that's it.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
don't blame you.
I like it, man. It's wonderful. I mean, it's a good feeling. I mean, I really like it, man. I tell you, I'm waiting for you to come through. You come, hey, come
Hey,
and visit. We gonna
football
hit some
season.
spots. We're gonna do our thing, man. I'm waiting on you.
Yeah, football season. I'm down there. Come see two strand games. CJ Stroud. I'm down there. I'm gonna bring my dirty Sprite and everything too.
Dirty Sprite.
hmm They
Okay,
be doing that down there and everything in Houston.
that purple Sprite. You on that future on that purple Sprite? All
Nah,
right, okay.
this some Tropicana for real. But yeah, yeah. But yeah.
I feel
Speaking
you,
of,
right?
speak,
You gotta set the mood. You gotta let the people know that you ain't playing
yeah,
out here, man.
yeah. But
How you feel? I know you talked about it. This is sports. This is a contrarian sports channel, but you may have to talk about a little bit of that future album. I only heard like half the album, and everybody talking about that song with K Dot, man. How you feeling about the album so far, man?
hey, man, Future rarely disappoints. I'm a Future head.
Mm.
He got the streets. Like, I mean, he's a pop, like in that pop genre where he can go do other things just like a Drake or anything like that. But when it comes to the streets, when he dropped, people, I don't like this comparison because it makes it sound kind of feminine, but people say he's our Beyonce. Like when Future drops, we just
That's crazy.
niggas city boys at attention, man. What can I say?
Yeah, that's
Uh,
crazy. He's the Beyonce of it. I mean, I can. You know what? Not to be funny, you might be kind of right though. I mean,
he
he's
he. I mean,
yeah.
I'm not a cultist or anything, but I support Future. I like Future's music. Like when he not too much he misses on. This album was better than the last album. I'll tell you that much. Not too many features or anything like that because he doesn't usually have a bunch of people on his albums, but it gave us that old Dirty Sprite 2, that 2015, 2016 Future when he was just in his bag. The one that
Yeah.
carried Drake on that "What a Time to Be Alive." That Future, he was in that mode on this album. Metro did his
He
thing
did
too.
carry Drake though. He did
Yeah, he
carry
did.
Drake.
They don't like to admit it because Drake can't. Just like the song "Big Three is Big Me." Like Drake took a lot of shots in this album. Man, apparently the album is probably halfway about Drake. The "We Don't Trust You." They talk about Drake. They don't trust Drake.
Hold on, are they having beef or something like that?
It's all subliminal right now. Nothing officially has come out, but people and social medias are making connections that her loss. And we're taking some jab shots at Future and other artists, and this album "We Don't Trust You" is a response to that kind of sort of where Kendrick comes in. Kendrick is allegedly firing back at the. It's a song that Drake and J. Cole did. Uh, I'm not familiar with J. Cole, so you have to excuse me. I forgot what it was called, but it's a response to that because they mentioned Kendrick in that. Is it Silent Killer? I can't remember what the song is. I'm not big on J. Cole. J. Cole born to me, but
Hold on,
he
hold on,
cool.
hold on, hold on,
He
hold on, hold on,
cool. He
bro.
cool. No,
Hold
no.
on, hold on, bro.
I got some J. Cole on my iTunes, but I'm like all that shit back in the day, I couldn't quote anything from it. Like I got the more current J. Cole shit, like
See,
Born Sinner and
exactly.
Forward. born
No,
center
bro.
and forward, but
No. You want to keep doing this every week. That's why you're just a typical Negro. That's why I usually call you the light skinned Negro because you know lyrics from all the drug heads and people that want to kill people and talking about purple Sprite and all that. But when J Cole talking about ownership and being with his wife and actually being a stand up man and doing all this, you don't care about them lyrics, but you care about the thug lyrics from Future. Talking about he has six, seven baby mamas, but you know them lyrics though. He's
J.
just a
Cole
typical
married.
Negro, man. I told you,
J.
typical
Cole
light
married.
skinned Negro. That's
Is
why I
J.
call you that.
Is J. Cole married?
Yeah, J Cole married.
Nah, Jake. When? Since when?
J Cole's been married for the longest time. See,
For
if
real?
you listen to his lyrics, you would know that.
I don't know. I like that song when he talk about being hard back when he was a teenager. Being in
Yeah,
class, being
pause.
hard, ready,
That was
ready,
crazy.
ready to fuck
That
something.
was
But
crazy. Yeah, I need to go. I need
I
to
don't,
find that. I may have to add it on here because you be wilding sometimes. Pause. That's crazy.
I don't know the name of the song. J. Cole, cool, bro. I ain't got no beef with J. Cole. I do like Kendrick. I do like Kendrick. Kendrick is like to me,
Yeah,
J. Cole, and a lot of people say Kendrick don't put out music enough to be one of the goats or whatnot, but Kendrick is different because Kendrick doesn't have to. Drake has to keep reminding us that he's great or he can make a hit. He has to. He has to keep it up. Kendrick works from the neck up. Drake just works from the eyes forward.
yeah.
No, Kendrick is Drake can't rap with Kendrick. Like for real, for real. Drake can write some songs, or if he's even writing them. Never heard of
Drake
Kendrick.
don't write none of his stuff.
Yeah, never heard of Kendrick with a ghostwriter, but Drake can't rap with Kendrick, in my opinion. Drake is cool. I like Drake. I got almost everything Drake on my iTunes too.
Correct.
But the only beef I have with Drake is like LeBron to me. How I told everybody, as far as LeBron going to Miami, and then I couldn't rock with him no more. Drake, I was going through a breakup back when So Far Gone came out, and that shit got to me. And I was like, I hate this light skinned Negro tapping into my emotions right now and shit.
Being all emotional, bro.
Yeah, I was in my feelings, bro. I can't lie. It's part of the growth process, And looking back at it, I was disgusted with myself. But Drake, that album hit.
Honesty.
That
I
album
like
hit.
honesty.
That
It ain't
album
nothing
hit.
wrong. Hey.
That album hit a lot of struck a lot of nerves with me. But still team light skin. Still team light skin. I don't rock. I don't know why he try to get cornrows now. Like I don't know where he going with that. But
Eden, I tell y'all light skin dude, y'all like to paint y'all nails. So I mean, I don't get it. So it's all good. Man.
Drake talked that shit too in his own way. It might not be from a street perspective, but
He's talking. He's in somebody else's lyrics to talk somebody. So we already
yeah, true. But I respect. You gotta respect the money
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah. He
so.
marketable. Marketable, man.
I ain't gonna hate on Drake, but he doesn't compare to Future in my book.
No. So what we getting into this evening, man? How you? I mean, we already talked about that. We always come with some fire every single week, man. So let me know what we talking about this evening, man.
We'll get into the first topic. I wanted to touch on one more thing before we started. G. Speaking of Houston, remember we talked about Jalen Green a couple weeks ago and how he knocked up 39-year-old Drea Michelle.
Yeah,
it's coming out now that some model chick just had another baby of his last month.
Jalen
Green.
This nigga retarded.
And allegedly there's a stripper who has the same due date as Drea carrying his baby also. So Houston, like you gotta look. You let me know. I don't know where the strip club's at in Houston, but you can go around and like keep your ear to the streets down there and find out. But
I ain't got nothing to do with that, bro. These dudes are weird, bro. I ain't got nothing to do with it.
Yeah,
bro.
and everybody said he balling like that child support coming because lately, he got them a game behind the Warriors. Like the Warriors might not even make the play-in tournament because the Houston Rockets are right behind them, like behind by one game now, I believe.
Listen, man, I ain't got nothing to do with these dudes. They want to spread they semen everywhere. They want to be irresponsible with their life form. And that means that they lack common sense, meaning that they're retarded. And because you bounce a basketball doesn't mean that you're not special needs person. So that's all that matters, man. I mean, even Rain Man can count cards and make money, but he's still retarded.
True that. And I ain't even go get on Trayvon Diggs. He just got Joey Chavis pregnant. Trayvon Diggs, the cornerback.
I don't know none of these sluts. So are they? Who is?
I had to do my research, but Joy Chavis apparently has had babies by Bow Wow and Future.
Oh yeah, she a slut too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so another slut.
A little younger than Drea, but once again, these dudes is getting their first big contract, young, under 25 years old, and then going to get, you use goods, pregnant and whatnot. So
yeah, just we have a slut brigade.
Just,
Just slutty girls.
I just want to share that bit with you before we get started. But anywho, for what y'all came here for, let's talk some sports, talk some real shit. The first topic we'll get into is probably a couple months back and whatnot, but I don't know if y'all remember Josh Giddey. Oh, y'all might not remember because they seem to have just brushed this under the rug so well, the NBA, and the master manipulators that they are. Josh Giddey was in a bit of heat around Thanksgiving last year in November. We go watch the video to see what's what, but we can watch this video and then I'm gonna give my take on it. I'm not gonna say he's guilty or anything because law enforcement didn't find him guilty, but we gonna talk about some of the inconsistencies of the NBA and how they enforce bad behavior and whatnot.
Exactly. So let's hear what they got to say, man. We gonna chop it up like we usually do. You know how we do, man. So
yes, sir.
See what this guy got to say. Let's see.
Shout out to everybody on Rumble. Shout out to everybody on Instagram. Shout out to YouTube, man. We appreciate y'all. Y'all been rocking with us, so we rocking with y'all. Trying to stay consistent, give y'all good content, man.
Always, man. All right, let's see what he got to say.
Much. We all know that the NBA is no stranger to drama, but this is a whole different ball game.
NBA star Josh Giddey with the Oklahoma City Thunder coming under fire following allegations he had an inappropriate relationship with a high schooler.
I mean, we're talking about an alleged inappropriate relationship with an underage female, and this could have some significant career implications.
I can't hear.
As the league investigates these claims, Giddey is still out there in the court, balling for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The stakes are higher than ever.
Going at Gobert, who's been one of the best shot blockers.
But hold on. It's not your usual scandal. This one goes back 2 years, and the details are raising eyebrows. A recent report suggests that this alleged encounter with a mysterious individual only lasted one night. Yeah, one night that could change everything for Josh Giddey. As the investigation unfolds, we're about to unravel a story that could redefine Giddey's career trajectory. Stick around. Just a couple of years matter just as much. We all know that the NBA is no stranger to drama, but this is a whole different ball game.
NBA.
All right. Did you hear that?
Yeah,
all
we
right,
go.
So what's going on, homeboy, man? So
I can still hear it. Hold on.
You can still hear it a little bit.
Mm-hmm. All right, it's good now. All right, so for those of y'all that don't know, Josh Giddey, he was the 6th pick in the 2021 NBA draft to the Oklahoma City Thunder. As y'all see him playing on the video. Pretty decent player. I'm not hating on him at all. He's like one of those foreign, big guard types like Luka and whatnot. He's pretty talented. Since he's come in the league the 3 seasons he's played, he's averaging around just under 14 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. So, and he's a nice piece on that young OKC team. I mean, Sam Presti, the GM, he's been keeping OKC consistent throughout the years, even after Russ, KD, and Harden broke up. He seems to know what he's doing as far as bringing young talent together. So, I'm looking forward to seeing what they could do. But Josh Giddey back in, I guess it was 2-3 years ago, like they said, he was 20 at the time, I believe, and he was in Newport Beach, California, for whatever reason, and there were videos and pictures of him partying with a then Orange County high school female. She probably was around 16, 17 at the time.
And how old was he?
He had to be like 20. He's 21 now, so I think he was 20 because this was back around Thanksgiving when this story came out. But it was such a short-lived story, like amongst media, and it really, I mean, social media, because once again, like none of the major sports shows covered it. I didn't see it on First Take. I didn't see it on Undisputed. Even Malika Andrews, who like to expose every Negro for things 10 years ago, didn't even mention it. So I'm like, okay, that's interesting. He was the big deal was this young lady posted videos of him like partying with her, like just standing behind her, and then there was one picture she posted on her social media, which has since been deleted, of him. Like they look like they're coming out of a room and he's like shirtless. It was like a hotel or apartment or something, and
I mean, maybe he got hot, man. He just, took his shirt off, man.
he looked skied though. He looked like he was on the dirty Sprite at the time. I don't know, Molly, whatever them white people be doing.
I mean, we don't know. You feel me? I mean,
we don't know. Just to be clear, the Newport Beach Police Department has stated that they did a thorough and a quote unquote exhaustive investigation, and they could corroborate no evidence that he had an inappropriate relationship with the girl. She's, her name has been concealed, and she's no longer, in questioning or anything like that. I mean, what evidence would you find if he fucked her? What you could do, like take her to an OBG and try to scrape for some Josh Giddey DNA? Like, I don't know how that works. I mean,
yeah.
I guess
it's been how long ago was this too?
3 years, I think I believe they said 3 years ago.
So by now it's like he say she say now. I mean,
yeah,
it's hard. It's hard to do anything now.
Yeah, I get it, and I'm not trying to say, oh, he should be in jail or anything like that. My thing is, when it comes to NBA, if they get a sniff of someone or any sports entity, whether it be the NFL, MLB, if they get a hint of misconduct or conduct detrimental to the reputation of said league, they'll come down with a fine or suspension or something. But Josh Giddey, like he didn't even I remember him saying he had he was asked one time, I believe, about this investigation, and it was I think it was this clip you see right there where he's talking. He said, "I understand the question, guys, but as of right now, I have nothing to say." For me, from my perspective, I'm like, yo, say ain't shit happen. Say I ain't guilty of this shit. Which I guess news can speak for him in that instance, since he was no charges were came up for him. But why not just say, hey, I ain't out here having inappropriate relationships with minors and shit like that? Why not say that? That's one thing. And then two, I hate to bring this up, and I ain't trying to play the race card. We don't like to play the race card or whatnot, but how do we know? I mean, no criminal charges were brought up against Ja Morant, but he flashes a gun in a couple of videos, and he gets suspended for damn near half the season. No questions asked, and I get it. I'm not condoning what Ja Morant did. Gun. What's up? What you about to say?
No, go ahead.
No, guns is a serious thing, and just to be, it's a stereotypical, especially in our community. As far as gun safety, we just like waving them in the air and flashing them in the camera like, somebody can't lose their life. I know of too many instances of kids I used to go to middle school with, high school with, that even when I was in college, one of the basketball players lost his life. Cool dude. He used to stay in the room right next to me in my dorm. Cool dude, like mellow, nice, always spoke. He didn't act like a jock or nothing like that. He lost his life because a motherfucker is behind him in the seat playing with the gun, and it goes off accidentally. I know people that have shot their friends, like one dude that I went to middle school with, R.I.P. Kareem. Dude's playing in the backseat with a gun and it went off, and that shit hurt a lot of us that went to school with him. Kareem was It's a cool dude.
Hold on, he accidentally shot a gun.
He didn't accidentally shoot a gun. His friend, in the back seat, playing with a gun or whatever, mishandling it, and it went off, and he gets hit while in the passenger seat in the front.
Yes, he was a Negro, right?
Yeah. All these instances I'm talking about Negroes, but
Negroes, yeah.
Anyway, I just not trying to measure. I mean, not trying to measure what's worse. Both things are bad. Having having a relationship with minors. I think that's worse than playing with guns. But I just don't understand why Ja Morant had to serve half a year suspension from his team, and Josh Giddey got to just hoop like nothing happened. He hooped while the investigation was going on, still hooping, no questions asked. Like what kind of standard does the NBA really like have far as conduct detrimental to the reputation of the league? Like what's the limit? Where's the fine line, as you like to say, G? Where's the fine line? I'm not bringing race into it, but I feel like if this was a nigga, if this was Kobe, this shit would be, headline news for like months on end. They found out he was, cheating on his wife, and they couldn't stop talking about that for a year. He lost endorsements and shit like that over committing adultery, over just fucking, like an appropriate adult relationship. But Josh Giddey he doesn't get so much a slap on the wrist. Look at the picture, man. Like they don't look like, oh, we just posing for a picture. He's behind the girl, like hugging her up. Like we say with Usher and Alicia Keys, that hug from the back. That shit ain't just anything.
Yeah.
I didn't want to, like I said, I didn't want to get up here and say like he's guilty of anything. Maybe he didn't, but aesthetics are everything, and like I said, with they won't go find no evidence, but he hasn't come out and said like he didn't. And there probably are NDAs and stuff now to where neither party can talk about it and whatnot. So I understand that from a law perspective, but he hasn't even come out and said that those allegations were false. He just said, I ain't trying to talk about that right now. So, and not in his defense, but he is from Australia. Maybe he wasn't aware of American laws, which I find it hard, being that he's in the NBA with all the assistants and things, resources they have to keep them on their toes, make sure they staying out of trouble. But the age of consent in Australia and also Oklahoma City is 16. It's 16. Not to say, that's still a little risque to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't care where I'm at. 16 years old. It's just, like robbing the cradle for real. But, he did this in California. This was allegedly in California. So, I just feel like he's not even getting a slap on the wrist. I feel like he's just walking away scot-free. And I'm like, what the hell? Why? I hate when the news that should be news is not talked about. It's why I'm paranoid about, agendas being pushed in the NBA. Like, not to get back on LeBron, but I feel like there's more than just the game being played in front of our eyes. That's a distraction, but there's so much shit going on behind the scenes that, our brains couldn't even wrap around if we were to find out what's really going on. All the pieces to the machine. Like it's just mind-boggling to me. I'm kind of bothered by it. But I ain't gonna sit up here and bitch the whole time. I think having a relationship with minors is wrong. Even like I'm not even hanging out with minors, yo. I'm not gonna be caught in no pictures with no minors, like looking like I was partying with no minors, like nothing. Like Josh Giddey is young. He's young. He's not far into manhood,
Yeah.
but still, I just feel like he's old enough to know, like, yo, and being in the NBA, like, yo, this is a bad look. He knows it's a bad look, but, bruh, if you ain't do it, come out and say something. You don't just get the police said I'm not guilty, so I'm not guilty,
All right, man. You done being in your feelings, man? Are you done?
Yeah,
Allowed?
dirty sprite running through me, man.
Yeah, Dirty Sprite. Yeah,
I
man.
I'm
Like
surprised
like having.
I'm surprised I mustered that much to say about it, man.
Yeah, man. It's like
But
having a young
we
Negro over here, man. Listen, man. You know what? Let me make sure I got my boy. Come on, buddy, man. You know what? Come on, bud. Come on.
Teddy man,
Yeah, man. Listen,
he
man.
got that dog in him.
Yeah, man. I gotta make sure Pendergrass is with me while I'm doing this one, man. Listen, man. I think Negroes have a problem with two things. I think they got a problem with two things: following directions and following the rules. I want to get a splash, a slash through that one between those two, and
Hmm.
actually understanding what is. I'll make sure they can hear it, that you're considered innocent until proven guilty. Now, first thing you said is you had to throw in a little race in there, and I understand. Like black people, they love to throw in a little race when it comes in when somebody actually is doing a crime or actually not abiding by rules, and that goes in the hints of following the rules and still innocent until proven guilty. Now, number one, when it comes to Josh Morant, when you sign an NBA contract, and I've never seen one, but I would presume that in that NBA contract, it said that you will conduct yourself in a proper manner, meaning that you're a representation of the National
Hmm.
Basketball
Most
Association,
definitely. Most
NBA.
definitely.
So I'm sure in that contract it does say that you cannot have a firearm just willy nilly into a screen. So I think he knows that. So when it comes to this, which is a allegation by this long haired white guy, is an allegation. That means that allegation means that it is not proven that he has done anything. There is still under investigation. So I'm not saying that he did it. I'm not saying that he didn't do it. So it's under investigation. The facts haven't came out, so we have to presume him as innocent until proven guilty. That's why he's still playing basketball. Everything is still going fine. But with Josh Morant, we 100% know that he is guilty because we've seen the gun in the on the screen, on every screen. I've seen it on TV, I've seen it on my laptop, I've seen it on the iPad, on my phone, I've seen it everywhere. So he is guilty 100%. So it has nothing to do with race. We 100% know that Josh was guilty. This guy right here, just allegations. The girl hasn't come out. We haven't seen any fluids. We haven't seen any videotapes that he actually was doing something. So I want to get that out the way that this is two different things right here. Eh? We can't
We
we
got
can't always conclude things. Now I think you're not the only one, but I think a lot of all races they do that. They may want to see that it can be a race thing when it comes to some things are going wrong, and they think that a black person may be in trouble and not the white person. I understand it does. I mean, it may happen sometimes, but for the majority of the time, Negroes are just wrong. Sometimes they just wrong. I mean, it's just how it is sometimes. Most of the time, sorry, it's just how it is. And they scream racism when they get in trouble, but we all know they was in trouble. We all seen that. So with this guy right here, I don't know too much about the story because you're enlightening me on it, and I didn't hear much about it. But if he is doing that, that's wild. He messing with the young girls. I don't approve always with the young girls. Even though, I mean, you may be right with the Australia in that certain state that he's in now, that it may be 16 years old. And I mean, that's how some cultures are. We still got cultures back in the motherland in Africa that you able to get married and have sex, do all that at 13 and 14. So
true.
I can't always say, and this may be controversial, I can't always say that it's wrong or right to be with the 14, 15, 16-year-old in certain cultures. And I'm not saying this is right. This may get thrown into the web, and y'all got to see this whole clip. I don't want nobody to say that it's okay to be with illegals. I did not say that. To be with the young underage women. I never said that. I'm just saying that it happens in other cultures, and in Australia, maybe that's okay for him to do it in that country. Again, I'm not saying it's right, and I'm not saying it's wrong, but that's him. So you was right on that point where it's like maybe he was going by that culture, and maybe he didn't realize it or something like that. I don't know. But who are we to say that it's wrong or right when he does it in his culture? And who say that we are wrong or right or they're wrong or right? Nobody knows. So I mean, like I said, don't clip up this. You have to watch the whole clip and hear everything that I
Yeah,
explained.
facts.
I'm not saying I like it. I'm not saying I agree with it or anything like that. I'm just saying other cultures do other things than we do in the United States. And who says that we're wrong? And who says that they're wrong? Who says that we're right and they're right? So who knows that, man? For all y'all blackity blacks, most of them over there, all the black girls over there, they getting married and all that at 14, 15, 16-year-old. I hope y'all know that, you blackity blacks. Since y'all like the motherland over there. Do your research. They do. So don't come at me with that.
You made some good points, G. You know, touching on the cultural differences around the world and whatnot. Like, yeah, you know, to us, you know, messing with a young girl is it's just nasty work. But over in Australia and other parts of the world, it's just, you know, the course of life. Of course, they probably, you know, have arranged marriages, I believe it is, like, you know, to tie families together and for, you know, wealth building and whatnot. But far as, you know, the only point of contention I have with you is, you know, there are pictures, you know, you saw a bit of the picture in this in the clip here, you know, but there are pictures that, like I said, we can't prove that he did anything.
What are the pictures? What is happening in the pictures? I haven't seen them.
So if you pay attention to this clip, you'll see, like, down in the lower right hand corner, like, that's the girl right there. They blurred her eyes out, but that's Josh Giddey behind her looking sauced. You know, like, if she was just a fan, you know, who you can pose beside him and whatnot, but he looks like he been partying, and that's the girl, like, taking a selfie of them. So, you know, like I said, we can't prove that he did anything, but if you have stuff like that out there, people are left to infer based on what they see.
Yeah, man.
And that can lead us to thinking, like, yeah, this motherfucker probably did some foul shit, but since they can't prove it, he got away with it, and he was smart by not making a admission of guilt or innocence. He just declined to comment on it and then let the police. Like I said, this was done in California, so the age of consent is not 16 in California. I can assume, since, you know, this was an investigation, but we can.
Line, man. See, that's why I'm so back and forth with it, because we can't. It's a fine line for us to be just saying we think and we feel when we have to see the facts, man. I mean, we got Sleepy Joe, you know, putting his arm around all types of 15 and 13-year-olds.
Sleepy Joe.
We could pull up 1 million views on that. I can pull it easily.
Hey,
you seen him?
Hey, Sleepy Joe don't give a fuck, bro. He don't give a fuck, bro.
Yeah,
like, or maybe
the junior college you go to, young lady, all up in the ear like this, just, hey, what's on you, girl? Hey, I'm like, bro, Sleepy Joe, get it together, man.
I don't know if that's the dementia why he don't give a fuck, or he legit don't give a fuck. But everything he accused Donald Trump of, we got evidence. We don't got evidence of Donald Trump grabbing nobody by the pussy or nothing like that. But
man.
Sleepy Joe be grabbing them around the waist, giving them a kiss, and the girls be like pulling away and shit. And he aggressive as he can be with his deteriorating ass, you know.
Exactly. So I mean, what's the difference, man? I mean, we don't know what that young man was doing, man. But hey, all you got to do is, you know the famous line. All you need is a little white girl to yell something, and it's automatically true.
Yeah.
You know. So I mean, I don't know. We don't know. I live by
True
the
that.
creed.
True that.
I live
Good
by
point.
the creed. I'm American. I'm a proud American, because as you see, I ain't got an afro. I got a Marafro. So when it comes to that means that we are in this great state of the USA. You are presumed innocent until proven guilty. So the boy's innocent in my eyes until they go to that verdict to say he's guilty. Then I can say all types of F hymns and he ain't nothing. He's weird. But until then, I gotta just be neutral, and he innocent for right now.
True that. He is innocent. You know, there's no burden of proof, so he's innocent. NBA, shout out to y'all. Y'all did a good job paying this young lady off to keep her mouth shut and keeping this, you know, under the rug and whatnot. So shout out to y'all, NBA. Y'all got it. Y'all did it again. Y'all did it again.
You never seen no checks. You ain't seen no bank accounts. You just automatically think that somebody paid somebody.
Hey, they cash after. They cash after. You don't need to write no check.
Theorist, or you just like drunk?
You don't need to write. You don't need to write no check. You just cash app her. You know, you can delete that history.
You just make up stuff. You just be making up stuff and it be like, yeah, it's happening.
It happens, man. I watch too much TV.
You watch too much TV. You just said it. You watch too much TV.
Oh no, for real. It could possibly have been this girl just caught him, you know, at a vulnerable point where he saw us, and he probably like, hey, can I take a picture? And then, you know, he probably like, yeah, fuck yeah, and then, you know, caught the selfie and make it look like something. She just trying to get some clout. She could be clout chasing. You're right, G. You know, I'm not trying to make a case that this dude guilty. It was just it was a nasty piece of it was just nasty looking. You know, from outside looking in. You know, it was just nasty looking. You know, look at that coat he just walked in with. That dude, you feel like he got some sauce, man. He just dipping in the wrong sauces, man. He on his can't stop, won't stop. You know, but let's hope he not like Diddy and who can't stop, won't stop running from the police and the feds because he just escaped to Cape Verde where there's no extradition, so they on his ass, bro.
Man, this is just blasphemy, man. You just putting all this smut on this guy's name. You don't even know what's going on.
Hey, well, not his name, but Diddy, they on his ass, bro. That man took the private jet and got the fuck out of Dodge right before his homes got raided. So we'll see that case heating up. You know, if he ain't got nothing, if he ain't guilty of nothing, why he running away? Why he going? Where is Cape Verde? Do you know?
I don't even. It's out there in the islands. It's somewhere where they can't go. So he done left his sons and everything.
Yeah. It was a video posted. They said Justin. This is Justin knocking on Diddy's door to let him know his house about to be raided, and it was Day when he went to go knock on his daddy door, and he had on the gimp suit and all that kink shit going on with Cookie in the bedroom. That shit was funny as bitch.
Bro, yeah. We don't know what's going on with that, man. We'll talk about that eventually, but I don't know what's going on with that, man.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is Josh Giddey, tighten up, bro. You know, God got you on this one. You know, he allowing you to continue to play the game you love, but just tighten up, bro. You can't be inebriating in sauce and letting girls take pictures of you because
Nobody said he was inebriated. You just saying that,
bruh. Look, you can tell when people are inebriated. Look at him here, sober. He pale, and then you see this picture where he is red, eyes low, and making fucking funny faces in the camera, bro. This dude sauce, bro.
I know how to edit anything, man. That's what I do. I do that, man. I make thumbnails. I edit photos, videos. I do all that, man. I don't presume none of that stuff, man. Listen, I live by, the American way, man. You're innocent until proven guilty. I don't know his blood level. Did they take any blood levels on him, man? Did they take any blood work on him? No, we can't just presume anything like that, man.
I mean, alcohol.
Thing, man. Hey, man. Light skinned people, I don't know why y'all do stuff like that, man.
Hey, man. Anyway, shout out to Josh Giddey. Good luck to the Oklahoma City Thunder in the playoffs. Currently, I think they're the number 2 or 3 seed because I know Denver creeping back up there, but Denver, and who's the number 1 seed in the West? Damn.
Yeah.
Losing my fucking mind. But anyway, that's that for that topic. Diddy, wherever you at, if you watching this, you probably ain't got no internet connection out there where you at, man. Tighten up, bro. Tighten up, bro. You can't stop, won't stop at the wrong things. You know, I get getting to the money, but you can't stop, won't stop abusing people. Just stop it, man. Just stop it. Anyway, next topic, yo. Next topic. It was just announced that social media influencer and newly professional boxer Jake Paul, his next fight, his 11th professional fight, will be against Mike Tyson, the Iron Mike Tyson. Yes, I said it right. On July 20th. We go get into it. I don't think I had a video to react to or anything, but these are some of Jake Paul's highlights. Jake Paul, like I said, is a social media influencer, content creator. He started on Vine, I believe, back in 2013 when one of the early apps, as far as quick clips and videos and whatnot. It was the rage for like a year or two, maybe. I don't know. Vine came and went quick. I don't even remember. I didn't have a Vine. But it was like essentially the first TikTok or the first the Reels app, like an app where you put Reels on. But Jake Paul, him and his brother Logan, they're both social media influencers. Logan, from what I understand, is much bigger than Jake on social media and whatnot, because Logan it's like worth 9 figures, but Jake, he's coming up there. He's getting up there. He amassed 5.3 million followers, and he had 2 billion views while he was on Vine, which blew him up, and then as he transitioned to YouTube and Instagram and all that, he's you know he's one of the top paid content creators. They are some of the top paid content creators in the world. We talk about the new billionaire over on FMF every two episodes every Tuesday and Friday, and sometimes we go live. That's how you say it, G? Did I say it
Yep.
right? Yeah, FMF podcast. Shout out to FMF. Y'all see us on there
Tuesdays and
soon again.
Fridays. Make sure y'all check us out. And sometimes we go live. Y'all make sure y'all holler at us, huh?
But Jake Paul, right? He began his boxing career allegedly in August of 2018. That's when he up and said, "All right, I'm gonna start boxing," and he was deemed considered a professional in January of 2020. I'm gonna go down. He's a professional boxer, right? But I'm gonna go down some of his list of his fights that he's had so far. The first one I remember seeing is Nate Robinson, former NBA player Nate Robinson, who's all of like 5'2" or some shit like that. Short ass motherfucker. He sent that nigga night just like he did Anderson Silva in that clip right there. But I remember he knocked the fuck out of Nate Robinson, and I'm like, come on, Nate. You used to be in New York, and when Melo stole your boy and dropped him, you was coming at him like you was ready to do something. So I thought Nate had hands or something.
No.
But Nate went night and he was asleep. I'm not, usually you get knocked down, you look a little drowsy, trying to get the left and the right to come together like fight night or something like that. But that nigga was snoring. That nigga Nate Robinson was snoring when Jake Paul hit him. And Jake Paul is like 6'1". I think he's like between 180 and 200 pounds. I think he's considered, from what I said, cruiserweight. I don't know if that's even a thing in boxing, but that's what I read when I did my research. And he looked like a bit of an athlete. He had that little exhibition with Floyd Mayweather where, Floyd not gonna take a payoff for you to beat him. He not Tyron Woodley twice. I don't know if Tyron Woodley is still fighting in the UFC or not, but beat him twice, which I'm gonna get into that. That was kind of suspect.
It was.
And I think recently his most recent fight was Dylan Dennis, and that was a big spectacle because they was going back and forth about.
Listen, all these, man. Listen, I ain't trying to hear all the people that he done fought, man. It's boxing's a joke.
Damn, you beat me to the punch. Literally, you beat me to the punch, G.
I don't care about none of these people that he even fighting, but boxing used to be an art. Boxing used to be an amazing spectacle. Boxing used to be about strength. It used to be about courage. It used to be about, the just natural testosterone. When two men get into a ring and they're showing who's the biggest and baddest, and it was a serious sport that everybody wanted to tune in. And now it's just a mockery. It's a joke. Nobody takes it seriously. This is just a joke. They want to make people that social media people that want to get into the ring and start boxing. Like, this is just boring. This is what happens. And Brother G always got to come out on these stations. This is how it is.
Yeah.
It's just for the love of money, man. You already know money is the root of all evil, and everybody's just now turning this sport, which I used to love, now it's turning to just you want to make money. And people just want to look at something that looks funny and cool and all that. No, this is a serious sport. It used to be a serious sport, but now it's just a joke. It's a mockery. And I've almost, now said I fell out of love with boxing, but now it's just like I don't even want to listen to it or look at it as much anymore because it's a joke. There's nothing good about it anymore, man. No, you have real fights no more. It's just blah, blah, blah. I don't even want to pay attention to that no more, man. This is a joke. It's a joke. This guy can't box, man. This guy, no.
I feel you, G. I feel you. You pretty much, we can end the topic right now because that's what I was going to get to with this whole topic for Jake Paul. I wasn't about to talk about him like he's some great boxer. I don't know how you could be professional fighting all these 40-year-old plus when you're 27. Like Tyron Woodley, look, he said it wasn't staged, but you see, you don't drop your hands in boxing unless you're about to swing, and he just dropped him and let him knock him the fuck out. Now Tyron Woodley has come out in interviews and said it's an insult to him for people to think that he was paid to lose. He said he wasn't paid enough for him to accept the loss. So you saying You've been
Yeah, he was
like
paid to lose, bro. I don't care what
UFC
nobody say.
UFC fighters and boxers go through years and years of training. Most of them start in their adolescent years training to be professionals, and this motherfucker just started 3 years ago and knocking y'all out. I can't believe it,
No,
bro.
I don't
I
believe
can't
it,
believe
bro.
it. You can't convince me that this is the point I'm gonna get to. Jake Paul, it's a bad look for boxing from an aesthetic point. Like social media, some soft ass social media influencer coming in and starting to get some traction in the sport that these dudes trained their whole life for. But
Exactly.
the thing is, because Jake Paul has such a following, it's bringing viewership to boxing. So because he's bringing all his followers and viewers to the sport, it's generating a lot of revenue. And these dudes, who choosing to fight him, these well-known world class fighters who are coming in and just letting them knock him out, they're getting a nice bag from it. I would imagine they are, if they're agreeing to let some you know rookie boxer beat them at their game. He's and making them look. These dudes are going to sleep like this is. You can't tell me this like wrestling. I know an actor when he dropped. I'm getting
It's not
pissed
real,
off, G.
bro. It's not
You
real.
saw how he just dropped his left hand
Yeah,
and let him knock him out and claims.
Life. You think he making easy mistakes like that, man?
Yeah, these dudes like it's one thing for boxers, but UFC fighters, you know how good your reflexes and instincts gotta be, because these dudes can kill each other in the ring, literally. And boxing too, but UFC fighters where you can knee, kick, elbow, punch, eye gouge or whatever, like I can't. Like just seeing that clip of him dropping his left hand told me all I need to know. This is all a money ploy. People are saying, "Oh, it's good for the sport and boxing, bringing viewership," but no, because he's not fighting anyone relevant right now. He's not fighting the who are some of the younger boxers. He won't fight Tank Davis. I guarantee you, he
No.
won't fight Tank Davis. He's out. That's a whole different weight class, and
He's not fighting nobody that's actually a fighter. He's not fighting no real fighters. None.
Yeah.
None of these people are real fighters at 27 years old or 23 years old that actually went to Golden Gloves, like actually worked his way up through amateur and being pro.
Amateurs.
He's not fighting nobody like that. It's not real, bro. It's not
You're
real.
right.
It's all fake. And it's funny how stupid people are falling for it. This is stupid. Oh, he can really fight. No, he can't, bro. He can't
Look,
fight.
they almost got my ass because I'm sitting here looking at him swing. I'm like, all right, this dude got a little power in his punches and whatnot. He kind of a
No.
athletic
If he was
build,
a real
but
boxer at like 24 years old that's been boxing and has like a record of like, even if he had a record of like 12 and like 2, he would punish him for 12 hours. He would punish, like, he wouldn't even, I guarantee he'd probably be like, bro, I'm not even gonna knock him out. I'm gonna punish him for 12 hours straight, just straight rock him and don't knock him down.
yeah.
Bro, he's not a boxer. Look at him, bro. He's not a boxer.
Hey,
bro.
Tyron Woodley, you cap, bro. You full of cap saying you weren't paid. We are looking at this clip in slow motion. You dropped your left hand and let this man knock you the fuck out. Why? It was just, oh my God. I don't know how much they paying you, bro. Maybe you needed the money. I ain't judging you, bro. Get your money however you need to.
I'm judging you. I'm judging you. I'm a whole about judging you. I judge. I don't care what nobody say. I judge.
Yeah.
And you just looking soft. You do anything for some money, just like a woman. Ain't no difference between you.
So he hold himself.
What?
He hold himself.
Yeah, he hold himself. Ain't no difference between him and them OnlyFans girls that show their butthole. Ain't no difference. You just want to just go ahead and knocked out for no reason by this fake influencer, and just like any other OnlyFans for $3 for a month.
Yeah.
The same exact way. It's a disgrace, man. It's a disgrace that men would just go ahead and just do anything for money. What type of life are we living right now, man? Ain't no integrity in these men no more. Ain't no money in the world you gonna give me to go ahead and do anything like that. That's gonna put any shame on my name. I always represent my last name. Ain't no way that's gonna happen. Y'all some crazy people, man. Ain't no money in the world.
Hey, that's why I call sports entertainment. It's not just sports. It's a circus to it too.
Yeah.
And I like your point about the pastime of boxing. Like people say baseball is America's pastime and whatnot, but boxing is the one thing you don't have to know anything about anybody, but something about us as men. We'll watch any fucking boxing match that comes on HBO or even the undercards we'll watch. We don't have to know who they are, but when we just see like you said gladiator style, you know, testosterone of two men just, you know, duking it out in fisticuffs. Like that's like, I think that's some American ass shit. At least to me, you know. Like I'll watch any boxing match, any UFC match, because you know fighting is just no. That's the spirit. That's like the spirit, just channeling everything that is the spirit of manhood,
Yep.
and you know putting your shit on, putting your everything on the line. Like, you know what, I'm gonna go out here and either knock this motherfucker out or I'm gonna die on my shield. You know, like the Romans or some shit, like
Real man
Gladiator,
stuff
man.
right there,
Like,
man.
huh?
Real man stuff right there.
Yeah, and it's like I just lost. I used to like Tyron Woodley in UFC. I watched some of his UFC fights. He was, you know, one of my favorites. I'm not familiar with the sport outside of John Jones and shit, but you know, Tyron Woodley, I would like watching him fight, and to just see this, you know, it just kind of like, all right, y'all got it, whatever. It's a new day and age. It's all about viewership and money now. It's not about actually competing. You know, Jake Paul, if you really like that, go fight somebody that's relevant. But I don't think nobody that's relevant will fight him, because they probably like, yo, I'm gonna kill this dude. Like, literally,
Exactly.
they go watch him die on national television. Like, he not
Wrong.
fighting no Garcias or I can't even think of the other.
What if he fought Danny Garcia?
Ryan Garcia.
Oh, Ryan. Either Danny or Ryan. Either
Yeah,
one.
true. Any Garcia, any fucking De La Hoya, like,
They would punish him, like I said, for 12 rounds. Would just do it on purpose, just to show you that you don't belong in here. Would punish you.
I even think 60-year-old ass Mike Tyson should knock this dude out first round. If he knocks out Mike Tyson, I'm done with boxing, bro. If Mike Tyson lets this dude knock him out,
Tyson do something like that, man. I don't. Like, he already been crying and doing all types of stuff anyway. He'll sell his soul for money too.
yeah, Mike ain't hurting for money.
Woman beater. I said it. Just one thing is just powder. Another one is cooked up on about maybe on what?
Hey, kids might be watching. G, don't teach them the game.
I'm just saying. He was caught with that. Either you want to call it crack or cocaine, whatever you want to. He was on that cocaine, and he used to beat women. I said it. I don't care if he's an idol, and I don't care if he's done good things. Well, I don't know what good things. I don't care if he has an orphan, giving out money to people. I don't care how many blunts he smoked on his podcast to make him look like he's a household name. He still done did bad stuff in the world. I don't forget.
All the bad shit he done did. You still gotta admit he's a great fucking boxer, and he should. No. I'm not.
He's a great boxer. I don't care if he throw them mitts on and hit somebody. It's all about the character. When you take off the mitts and you get off that, out the ring, man. I don't care about none of that. That's the problem with it now. I don't care. What happened to the character of a person? I don't care how many people he knocked out. He's still an awful person in real life. I don't care. I ain't never met him, and I said it. You can't put the wool over my eyes. Just like somebody like that. I don't care. And I said it. Weak men.
Taking the personal stuff off the table. Do you think this guy Jake Paul stands a chance against Iron Mike?
No, of course he doesn't. But I believe that Mike Tyson will go ahead and just let him just hit the ground and do his thing. I think he's gonna let him hit him and do all types of stuff like that.
I agree with you. I see it coming.
He sold himself for money. I bet he's selling himself more for some money. That's what he do. That's what men like that do. That's what they do. They don't stand on principles. They stand on money.
You calling Mike Tyson a hoe to his face?
A hoe to his face?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
And if any repercussions happen,
Hey, if I'm there, I'll follow up. But if he,
if repercussions, I'm a man standing 5'9", and I'm probably about 160 something soaking wet.
Yeah.
But I know the one thing, God didn't give me no fear. Now I wouldn't just go up to him, just call him a hoe just for no reason. I mean, that's stupid. I mean, I don't call no man that I don't like that just call him a hoe for no reason. Then it would say it. But he would be the punk that would want to put his hands on me because he don't like the words that I say. Again, that's what weak men do. You ain't supposed to go off your feelings and off your words. You're supposed to go off the principle. You're supposed to just, I deserve to get knocked out. But I don't think words should make you just, want to fight somebody. I don't believe that. I don't believe words should ever make somebody fight. That's my point of view. All I say is you can say whatever you want to me. Ugly, short, broke, your mama ugly, all that words is fine. Say all that you want, long as you don't put your hands on me. That's how I go by. Words don't mean nothing.
True that. Well said, G. Well said, G. That
Yeah,
was some real shit right there, man.
yeah,
Like
man.
giving them the black sheep perspective, man. The real. You know, me, I'm the type of motherfucker, you know. I don't like I'm not it's hard to move me with words and whatnot. You know, don't get me wrong, I'll remember what you said to me. But, you know, don't let me catch you in a dark alley at night.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I think that's always been a feminine trait of certain men, man. It ain't used to be like that. I don't believe it used to be like that. Men used to be like, yeah, say, I remember that. I remember that phrase like it was yesterday. Sticks and stones may break my bones, the words will never hurt me. And as long as you can say whatever you want, as long as you don't put. That's where I grew up at. And as a kid, I used to see them older heads in the barber shop and outside. They would be talking some reckless stuff. I mean, reckless. But I ain't see them get too emotional. They would hit each other. But I hear them, they like, bro, you can say whatever you want as long as you don't put your hands on me. And they be talking wild. Ain't nothing happen. Ain't nobody disrespect nobody putting their hands on nobody. And nothing happened. So that's the rules that I've always grown up with, man. I'm an 80s baby. That's how we used to be. Nowadays, dudes want to shoot somebody all because they don't like each other's sneakers. And that's some feminine stuff to me. Straight feminine.
You're right, bro. The way, especially in our community, the way some of our young brothers and shit, even people our age and older, they let words get to them and they want to quote unquote stand on business and whatnot. That shit disgusts me. It's like if you can let another man control your emotions, you, like you said, you are weak. You are weak in your emotions. So, you know, that's a lost skill in our community, definitely. G, I'm glad you spoke on that.
It is, man. It's a feminine trait, man. It's a feminine trait. Only women do that, man. Women feel some type of way when you saying words to them. That's what they do. They're the weaker vessel. That's what happens. But you as a man, you ain't supposed to do that, man. That's how I always read, man. Say whatever you want. Talk all you want. I don't care. Say whatever you want, bro. All this internet stuff, all this is fine. Y'all can say whatever you want. As long as you don't come to me and try to throw no hands at me, then it's a problem. That's how I see it. I ain't the biggest and baddest dude in the world, but I know how to defend myself. That's how I see it. As long as you don't put your hands on me. That's how I used to be. That's the principle I grew up on. Some people, they ain't grow up on that. I don't know.
The grind on Tuesday, man. G, you got anything else for the people?
No, I'm good, man. Tonight's I just wanted to just follow up on principle, man. We have some real men stand up to understand that this is a serious sport. It's about courage and it's about strength. It's about men standing up for what they believe and showing their true skill. And it's sad to see that this beautiful, beautiful sport that I like to watch is going down the drain. Hey, it is what it is, and hey, we got to run with it. So that's all I got to say.
I feel you, man. It's you know, much of a draw as I think Mike Tyson is. I think this is just a for viewership and, you know, internet streaming dollars. You know, they just about to break bread. I'm not looking forward to a good fight or anything like that. I'm thinking we're going to be disappointed to see one of our greats just, you know, hold himself out to let Jake Paul, you know, continue to be a story and a thing in boxing when clearly it's all fabricated and Cinderellaed up. But with that being said, we'll be back with y'all with another one next week, Contrarian Sports.
That's all we need.
Yeah, speaking of low vibration, I'm about to go continue to listen to this We Don't Trust You. Until next week, y'all, we out.
Yes, sir.